Hello Airsofters, present and future. So I just figured I'd do a video on what essential gear you will need to start playing Airsoft. So the first thing you'll need is eye protection, and if you are under 18 you will need full face protection at most fields. So I actually run a paintball mask because it works very well. You can feel your hits through it, and it's just a very good, it covers your entire face. It's full seal, your eyes, and your ears. So that's obviously a very good choice. You can pick one up at most sporting goods stores for about $15 or $20. Next, you're going to need for airsoft, obviously, is a gun. And for that gun, you're going to need a battery. I run a LiPo. This is a pro line gun. I don't recommend this for a starter gun, but obviously it's the only gun I have. I didn't even buy any plastic guns. I had the budget to skip straight to a pro line gun. So with the gun, you're gonna need a magazine, and if I use mid caps, I've actually gotten rid of pretty much all of my high caps. So I run mid caps, and if you're gonna run mid caps, you're gonna need a speed loader. Well, you won't need it, but it's recommended. So I've got 3 mid caps and a speed loader. Now, those magazines are going to take BBs. You're going to need BBs for something to shoot out of your gun. Now, you are going to need the tools. See, a screwdriver. This is the tool that came with my gun. I'm not sure what it does. If any of y'all know, would you tell me? It came with my ICS rifle, but yeah. And maybe even a spare battery. No, this is not the battery that I use. This is not the right battery. This is just an example of a nickel metal hydrate battery. I used this for my old M16. This is a 9.6 volt, I believe, and it's duct taped because it got ripped. And then my LiPo, 7.4 volt. A sling for your rifle. If your gun has sling mounts, put a sling on it. Now I'm running a 2-point as a 1-point right now. I need to add a sling mount. Now, the first thing you should add to your gun would be an optic. Optics help target acquisition in low light and everything. So, that's just a quick overview of a gun. So, obviously, a light is very useful. Now, this is a head-mounted headlamp sort of thing that I just mount sort of somewhere on my paintball mask. And if I need to go into a building where it's dark and I don't want to switch over to my sidearm and use a freestanding light, I'll just turn this on and it'll light up the entire area. So that's pretty much the primary gear you need. Also, oh, I forgot, hydration carrier. And then this one, it's a source hydration carrier. And also in this one I have a pocket here, which I can carry my first aid kit. I took apart my entire first aid kit and put it in this pocket. It decreases the capacity of hydration that you can carry by a little bit, but not enough to sacrifice not having a first aid kit. Now something like a red rag, a dead rag, of sorts, to show that you are dead. Like when you're going around a corner, just wave it around the corner so you won't get overshot. I just cut a washcloth in half and I shoved it in a mag pouch. Paracord. I find it essential for fixing gear that breaks. You know, teammate's gun goes down, like his stock is broken or something. Just throw him some paracord or some duct tape. I prefer paracord personally. Just throw him some paracord, have him fix it. Another thing, I don't have my unjamming rod here. I can't seem to find it anywhere. By the way, I'm recording this on Tuesday. I'm preparing for a game on Saturday. So I've got just a old white wife beater. That's what they're called. And as you can see, I've started cutting it up for cleaning rags. I cut these up for cleaning rags because they're cheap. I have like 100 of them, and they work well. Now, something else you will need, if your field has a charging station or power outlet of any kind, bring a charger for your battery. Whenever you get a chance to charge it, just plug it in and charge your battery. Now let's move over here. So one other thing you're going to need is a primary set of camouflage. I use tan. And a plate carrier or chest rig, something to carry your magazines in. I'm going to replace that with a tan pouch for carrying my special gear. And then this is my mag pouch, Team Honey Badger, of course. Next thing you might need, a sidearm. This is a non-blowback H&K USP 45 license, or Umarex H&K USP 45 licensed. I love this gun. Only problem is the trigger pull, but that's not the biggest thing in the world. Now it's CO2, but just for an example, bring some green gas or CO2 or whatever your handgun uses. So it's kind of like bringing extra batteries. It's preventative measures so you don't run out. If you're gonna bring a handgun, you're gonna need a holster. Now this is a revolver holster. I don't have a holster for my handgun right now, but it will retain the handgun if I can get it in. Okay, whatever. Just stay. Yeah. So again, for my plate carrier, I run a Condor compact plate carrier. It works very well. Next, you're gonna need scissors or a knife. My knife is somewhere off in the middle of nowhere right now, but scissors work very well for cutting, like I said, paracord, or cutting some rags off of a wife beater or something. Also, secondary weapon lighting. I use this one on my secondary weapon, obviously. It's a freestanding light that I'll use in conjunction with my handgun to light the area and, honestly, to blind people. We all know what lights are for. Also, something you might want to bring, a phone charger. Also, bring your cell phone. Very, very convenient. If you can, bring a radio, but I don't even have any radios. Now, last but definitely not least, bring a secondary set of camo. So if you run green, bring a tan set. If you run tan, bring a green set. I always bring a green set of camis with me when I go on the field. Mostly because you never know what team you're going to have to be put on. So, I prefer to be on tan, but if I'm thrown on green, then I'll be on green. And just bring a chest rig or plate carrier of that color if you can. Most fields will allow you to use your tan or your green on the opposite side. Or if you really want to, just run multicam, because then the field gets to decide which team you're on. And then don't run multicam, especially not in Colorado. I just don't like it. It annoys me to see the exact same look though. So, also, one thing, something to carry all that gear in. I use a duffel bag, just a woodland camouflage duffel bag. My mom picked up for me in Chicago. I can shove my magazines in there, my BBs in there, my plate carrier, or I can't fit my plate carrier in here, but I can fit like my gas, my extra camis, my ice, my eye protection, all my other gear in the main pocket. Oh, can't really see much there, but well, I hope this helped you start Airsoft. Please, one bit of advice for anyone who wants to start Airsoft. 1. Wear eye protection 24/7. 2. Call your freaking hits. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.